I found myself walking again, this time in my hometown of Rocky Mountain House, which is really none of those things, so good job, you've been misnamed 3 times. As pretty as it is, I was reminded of the old adage that you can't go home again. This is how you left town on the south side, off to the parties that I was never invited to as a teenager. Now, it's just a bridge. This is the stone sign that sits outside of my elementary school that didn't exist when I was there. But all I can see is this really small building that seems so much more grand when I was a little kid. My middle school stood just across the field, but even this I have small memories of. I only spent 1 year here because my original middle school burnt to the ground. This is my high school. It doesn't exist anymore. It's sadly just a strip mall where I can get a wicked payday loan if I wanted to. Luckily, across the parking lot is a Tim Hortons, so at least it's staying Canadian. But there was something special about Will Sinclair High School that just isn't there anymore. Now you have this monstrosity just a few yards away, but the much more generic West Central High School. Luckily, between there and that strip mall is Curtis Field, named after Vance Curtis, my football coach, who is still one of the strongest mentors I've ever had the pleasure of having in my life. The water tower is still there, though a different color. We still have the big rock, which is this big rock. I'm just coming now to realize how terrible we were at naming things. It's just a sleepy little town, which also inexplicably has this skate park, but when something like this is considered Main Street, there's something quaint and there's something nice to come back to when you just live in the hustle and bustle of the big city. I remember when there was a cafe attached to this grocery store that had the best fries and gravy that you could get, and I also remember working here at my first summer job, although I still cannot change a muffler. So while I could wax poetic and tell you that I crossed this very street to buy my very first Spider-Man comic book, the fact of the matter is that town does not exist anymore. There is something different here now. I am not a part of it. As much as the beauty still survives, I am no longer important. I believe that home is wherever you are, so it's up to you to create what's important in your life. And that is the A&W that began my love affair with onion rings, so it can't all be bad.